let's do this. This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 473, recorded on June 15th, 2015. I'm your host, Brian Kilby.
2016.
Somebody coughed anyway. Like, right in the middle of me saying the date.
Sorry.
Don, you're not allowed to get sick.
I'm not.
You're not allowed to have a dry throat. John, do you need a tasty beverage?
God.
Diecast is drinking...
Like scotch?
Yes, like... No, I'm thinking like a cheer wine or something.
Oh. Hey, Don, real quick, random question. Serious question. Do you have any, outside of like BotCon-related stuff, do you have any Transformer-themed apparel?
I have a Transformers hat and I've got the Rift apparel, the Peter Cullen shirt they did a couple years ago for charity.
Really neat.
Oh, yeah, nice. Excellent. I was just curious, because I never see you wear it. I also have very little Transformers-related apparel, considering what I do in my free time.
I think the more hardcore fan you are, the less apparel you have. I think they vary inversely.
Plus, being a big guy, the stuff doesn't fit quite.
Better than being a Rusty, Don.
Very good. Don loves big guy and Rusty, so he has a really nice one on his shelf over there behind him. Okay, so I'm Brian Kilby. With me this week I have Chris, Don, Matt, a.k.a. Melvar Diecast, John DeLuna, and Rob Clay. Guys, how's it going?
Not bad.
Depending on how the storm goes, okay.
We may lose Don.
Yeah, of course, it's quiet here all day, and as soon as we begin getting the broadcast, here comes the storm.
Look, Don may fall off the call, but we never lose Don in our hearts.
Yeah, like, actually, for some reason, I can actually summon Don behind me. There's, like, this gigantic column cylinder type thing, and I say, Don, and he, like, appears in it. Like Zordon from Power Rangers.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty
I thought you were going for Final Fantasy, because it's E3 week.
No, it is E3 week, which I pretend like I don't realize that, but that's pretty much all I talked about during pre-show. Yeah, the only thing that really interested me was the upgraded version of Skyrim. So I probably won't be doing RFC again after October when that comes out.
I'm going to be getting Dragon Quest VII when it comes out for 3DS in September.
Oh, was that announced?
Yes, September 16th, and Dragon Quest Builders will be out for PS4 in October.
Neat. That's awesome. It'll be great playing a non-pirated version of Dragon Quest VII now.
Yeah.
Does it still look like crap, or are they fixing that?
I think it looks like a slightly better grade of crap if Dragon Quest remakes are in line with what I know. I mean, it looks fairly similar to the original game the last time I looked at it. But
the 2D remakes look great.
Yeah, this is the 2D remakes are all kind of patterned after what Dragon Warrior 7 looked like on the PS1, except of course, better.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how much they've actually smoothed it over on the 3DS yet.
Probably looks like crap.
Yeah.
So, Kilby, I've put something in the Skype chat you need to put on the screen.
Let's see here. Let me pull that up. So let me put this up here on the screen. Great. That is fantastic.
I think we've got a graphic for the show this week.
I'm changing it to that. Don, that needs to be your new Facebook profile.
That really does.
That is
You're
phenomenal.
like the boss.
I'm going to tweet that. Can I tweet that out?
If I say no, you won't care and do it anyway. So
he's not asking you, Don. You didn't make this.
Yeah, legally, I only have to ask XV.
And XV wins the show for another week.
Zor-Don.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that's the file name I have on the hard drive.
What is it?
Yeah.
Well, good. I'll be able to recruit whoever I want to save the universe.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love it. So, yeah, Zordon. Zordon. Okay. Let's see here. Anybody get anything this week?
I did.
I got a lot of stuff.
Well,
Don?
Matt. Well, okay. Well, I'll go. Just
ahead,
I guess it get dropped off. Picked up from one of the online retailers, Ocular Max. This second color, the Sphinx Alternative. Great Mirage.
It
is. I honestly believe I can't see a masterpiece Mirage being any better than this one as far as the way it looks. It's just a great looking figure. I also got the Bad Cube Sunsurge, the yellow version. I got the last copy they had, so I was kind of lucky on that. That's really all I've got this week, was just those two. But really, great figure on the Ocular Max. A lot of heft to it, a lot of weight. It just looks really good.
Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal.
Oh, and I got this for my birthday from my friend Blade Raider. We'll show these off real quick. Power Ranger keychains he made for me. Titanium Ranger. And he's my favorite. And Green Hippo. And if you know who Green Hippo is, you know it's too soon. It's always too soon for Green Hippo.
Oh, Barricade64 asked, so the power chamber is in Don's basement. The answer is yes.
Dear.
Okay, so let's see here. Matt, what did you get?
A lot of the stuff I got, everybody else got a week or two ago. But anyway, I got the subscription figure Ruckus, or whatever they're calling him now.
Garbage?
Something strikingly similar to that. Yeah, I got
All the French word. What do you want?
Yeah, I got my Combiner Wars Groove, and he's an arm on my Betatron now. So.
Oh, nice.
Betatron.
Yeah, I got Victorion.
And
what do you think?
I put it together, and it wasn't quite doing it for me until I put it in dynamic pose, and now I love it.
Her sword's so great.
Yes. The sword helps immensely.
The sword just makes me sad for all the combiners before that didn't have a combining weapon.
I know, right?
Yes.
I picked up myself a spare Battle Core Optimus Prime from Combiner Wars to go with my Repro Labels Thunderclash stickers.
Oh, very nice.
And I got a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Die Battles version 2.
Jealous.
Nice.
It is freaking great. I love it. Like, there is no end to how creative you can be. Like, I haven't even hit all the modes yet. But what I find amazing is the Diaclone Dinauts. I mean, here he is. Here's one riding his tiny little motorcycle. This guy is an inch high. He's an inch high, and he has articulated shoulders and elbows and hips and knees and an ab crunch.
Holy crap.
That's amazing.
He even has a little bit of outward movement on his hips and his arms.
Wow.
And I got 4 of these guys.
Nice.
And most importantly, I got my SH Figure Arts Freddie Mercury.
That's a great toy.
Yes, it is.
It's not Transformers related.
I will.
Don't even care, Brian. I know Brian will allow that one.
And for anything else, you just have to wait for a week when I'm hosting.
Yeah. I also picked up a couple of things off eBay. Just something I've been wanting for a while. And from the BotCon set a couple years ago, I got Scorch and Rapido.
Oh, nice.
Oh, good.
They actually just came in today. So
Those colors, again, that jazz mold with paint is
that's
an
a Prowl
absolute...
mold.
Oh, is that the Prowl mold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Rapido was.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. But those some really nice figures.
I got those to go with the Thunderclash stickered Combiner Wars.
Yeah.
Optimus.
You get a good deal on those?
I found
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I found the cheapest ones on eBay. It was still a little more than I wanted to pay, but
Oh, that whole G2 set is. just
I
an
wanted them
impressive
bad
piece of
enough.
work.
Yeah, I wanted them bad enough. So
Yeah. Very nice. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, and I got from tfradio.net/Amazon a Red Bull dash button,
Oh, that's cool.
so I can stay highly caffeinated for the reviews I'm gonna start doing again.
Awesome. Yay.
There goes my money and all that stuff that
Awesome. Love it.
Nice.
I'm running on Red Bull.
I've cut my caffeine intake way back, and it makes me.
Yeah, that's
sad.
why you're not so fun anymore.
I know. But let's see here. Anybody else get anything?
I got a 12-pound box of bacon for $10.
Where?
A local
Deal of
store.
the show.
Let's see here. So, let's see here. Thanks to Matt for not mentioning this. I got the Transformers Ultimate Guide to Vintage Transformers, which I'm not going to do a review, but it's it's a price guide with lots of pictures. The pictures are nice. For the hardcore fan, there's not a lot to it, but I think if you're a casual fan, it's probably nice to something to have to look at, maybe get exposed to some later toys that you're not familiar with. I would, honestly, I think if it were a little larger, like more of a coffee table book, it would be a nice coffee table book. But as it is, it's pretty cool. I don't like the price guide though. Not that there's anything wrong with it specifically, but in my mind, that dates the book.
Right.
And in 5 or 10 years,
or next year.
But I mean, the prices on a lot of these Transformers have been pretty consistent after, like, the bubble burst in, say, like 2000, 2001. God, the bubble burst almost 20 years ago. But you remember when, like, a G1 Starscream was like $600? Ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Remember when you would spend $1,000 or so on a good condition Predaking, and now Amazon can't give them away for $60?
Yeah, I know. It's pretty amazing. But yeah,
how the times change.
The book is bound well. Nice quality pages. The photos are good. I mean, it's a very solid book. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but there's a lot of people out there that this speaks directly to them. So, I got that, and I got my Transformers Adventure Thunderhoof.
Oh, nice.
It's very nice. And let's see here. It's up on the shelf now, which
that came a lot faster than I thought it would.
Yeah, me too. I didn't know what it was when it got here. Like, what is this? It's from Japan.
It's going, Brian, what's this? Brian's going, I don't know. I didn't order anything.
I made sure to get home early that day before she did. So, and no, that's not why. I did, but that's because now I leave work before she does. And let's see here. What else did I get? It's not really related to Transformers exactly, but I got some Ecto Cooler.
What is Ecto Cooler?
It's
Diecast, you're older than me. How can you not know this?
It was a high C Ghostbusters themed beverage, citrus beverage back in the
early 90s.
Early 90s that people have a lot of blind nostalgia for. And it's been.
I mean, if you think about what Sunny Delight tastes like, but a little bit less tangy. It's basically that, but colored green.
It's colored green. It's okay. It's definitely not worth the ridiculous amounts of money it was going for. I got a 12-pack for like $6 on Amazon. But yeah. But speaking of new things, did anybody watch the new Voltron series?
No.
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, on Netflix. I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Really?
Yeah. My friend Dusty sent me a message and is like, it's really, really, really good.
Well, I will watch it then.
Yeah.
I think there is 13 episodes up.
Yeah, something like that. It's an easy watch apparently. But yeah, by all accounts, it's pretty phenomenal. Can't wait to watch it. Yeah, so check that out. Let's see here. What else we got?
Speaking of other good things you can watch, how about This Week in History?
In 1990, the Super God Masterforce episode Junior Headmaster premieres in Malaysia. Don, is this your favorite episode of Masterforce or one of your favorite episodes?
Well, it is, as long as it's not horribly dubbed and makes me want to retch.
Well, fortunately, this is brilliantly dubbed and just fills you with joy.
It fills me with something all right, but I don't think joy is exactly it. So.
Joy,
Yes.
Rage, despair. What's the difference?
It fills you with lemon joy.
So here's the thing. With Masterforce, I don't know if I really like the first few episodes or really hate the first few episodes. Like, so Masterforce, like, in my mind, I guess it sort of took a little while to get into the groove of things.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts off as this just sort of awkward origin of the Transformers that are on Earth at this point. And I don't know if I find that charming or if I find it boring.
See, I never actually watched all of Masterforce because I tried the first couple episodes and I was bored.
Go back to it and give it another shot.
I was saying, no. Hearing that it gets better, I will probably go back to it and give it another shot.
It's just it's a lot of setup and world building. Plus, you're starting off with what helped me was they actually made Pretenders halfway interesting in this concept that they're using versus what we got in the U.S. So that helped me a lot to get through it because it's like, hey, Pretenders that don't suck. This is nice. Let's see what happens.
My favorite character in it's Nightbeat. That's for you, Don. I'm kidding. No, of course in the dub they reuse American names sometimes, not always. Yeah, but yeah. So Ginrai is Optimus Prime.
Yeah,
Ginrai the human is named Optimus Prime. Love it. Love it so much.
Well, I'll just say one thing I love about Masterforce is it's the master concept done in a whole different way, but the characters are fun. It's got pretty good animation for the time, but it's got some great music. The music is just really top notch for the series. So it's just like I've said before. This is my favorite Japanese Transformers series.
I mean, it's certainly more engaging like overall than the Headmasters was, and I like Headmasters even without the dub, but Masterforce is more fun to watch.
Masterforce, okay, so I've always given Masterforce crap, but XV is right. It's more engaging than Headmasters. I like Headmasters because it's this weird continuation of G1 that is awkwardly placed, like kind of after season 3, minus the rebirth stuff. And back years ago, I used to find that really interesting. Victory, victory is victory.
Victory is very victory.
Yeah. But it is what it is.
But it gave us some really cool toys and Wild Kaiser, of course, and a pretty good strong finale to the series. Because it's rare to see the Earth, decimated by bombs and crap in a cartoon.
Yeah. Fortunately. Okay. Also, this week in history, in 2009, Alpheon Swerve is made available in Canada as part of the Chevy GM Mall Contest promotion. Just given away. And in fact, somebody gave me mine, and I can't remember who it was.
And what's strange is that is actually a very nice figure.
By the standards of 2008, yeah, it's a pretty nice toy.
And it's different. So is it true that it was designed by GM and not by Hasbro?
Yeah.
No, it was designed for them specifically by request, but it was the normal engineering process.
Yeah. Okay.
But see, that's why we haven't seen it again, is because GM owns the rights to the toy. So that's why we haven't seen it as a reissue or in some other fashion since then.
The 2009 Canadian giveaway release was really important, too, because before that, it was European exclusive, available to order online from a car manufacturing website, an auto parts website, I think, for a very short time. And if you ordered from outside of whichever country that website was native to, you got about $100 in processing fees added to your order. So every Swerve cost about $160.
Wow.
In the initial release.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, for a while they were going for over $200 just to try to get one. Now, rumor has it I've talked about this before. The red Alpheon Swerve is the most common. There's supposed to be, from what I was told by someone who lives in the region, there was a yellow version that if you bought an Alpheon Swerve on Avio, you got the yellow version of the character as a gift. Also, the dealership was supposed to have gotten a blue one. Now, I cannot find any confirmation of this, but I've heard of this from more than one person that lived in the region. So if anyone out there knows for sure, please let us know. But that's what I've been going by for several years, as far as what I've been told at least twice over. So but I have yet to see. I've never seen a blue one that wasn't a Photoshop, and I saw one yellow one time on one website, and I've never found that website again. So I don't know.
Yeah, the wiki doesn't mention it specifically. They mention a yellow version, but that was hand painted. So I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
But either way, most likely what you will ever see in your life is one of these.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you run, I mean, it doesn't bring the prices that it used to. From last time I looked. But if you can follow in less than what would you say, Chris? $40?
Yeah, 40 is probably about
40.
right.
Free is
Get
nice.
it? Yeah.
Free is very nice. I paid, I think, $35 for this one a few years ago, and I feel fine with that. 40 is probably a good limit to set.
Maybe it was Anthony Bercali. It was a friend of mine. I can't remember who it was, but it was a friend that gave it to me. So, yeah, thank you, mysterious benefactor. Okay, let's see here. What do we got next? Okay, let's jump to the news. Interesting. Hasbro Masterpiece Bumblebee and Spike found at Canadian Toys R Us. That's completely unexpected because we didn't know about this.
And for the price, it'll be there a while.
How much is it?
Equates to about 94 American, I believe.
It is so not worth that.
Whoa.
120 Canadian.
Yeah, because
Why?
You can go all over eBay and get them for $60 with free shipping, and that's
so it's Canada tax, and also Toys R Us tax compounded.
Yeah.
So,
well, Toys R Us is a privilege tax, right? The privilege of buying it.
Pretty much.
and the Canadian tax is, I guess, socialized healthcare. I don't know. Everything's more expensive in Canada, disproportionately.
Yeah, I mean, that's just sad. I mean, Bumblebee is a nice little figure, but
emphasis on little.
But nowhere.
Yeah, his car mode fits like in the palm of your hand.
Bumblebee is the same size as Classics Bumblebee.
Yeah, which was small for
It may be a hair smaller.
Okay, but I mean it's still a yardstick that people who haven't seen Masterpiece Bumblebee in person.
I mean, in general, I mean, if you're not buying modern Masterpiece stuff, like you go back and compare it to Binaltech or alternators, it's a lot smaller.
Yeah, because alternators were 1/24th scale specifically,
and
that's
1/18th. I don't remember.
And that's reasonably large for a model car. No, it's just like in terms of internal scaling, the modern Masterpieces are accurate to what they should be using MP10 as the yardstick, but then you get things like Bumblebee, which are very small indeed, and that's why it has Exosuit Wiki, which the Hasbro version finally calls out as being Spike specifically.
Really?
Yeah, it's on the package.
Good. Very good.
I still like Exosuit Wiki better.
Yeah, well, I would want Spunk Witwiki, but that's an old joke from 2004.
Was someone saying it was supposed to be Daniel?
I don't know why people would think that, because Spike was with Bumblebee in the exosuit in the movie the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's based on the Japanese release did not specify which Wiki was supposed to be in the exosuit, as far as I was ever aware. And Daniel was more prominently in the exosuit for more of the movie, so people just assumed it can serve as either one because there's no face details painted on. They had the same hairstyle.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make a difference. It's just the Hasbro one specifically calls it out as being Spike.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Okay, so big news after the show ended last week. I guess this popped up maybe.
And after the mini-cast recorded.
Yeah. We found out that from the Tokyo Toy Show that we are getting a Masterpiece Cheetor. Wow.
It's great.
I mean, we knew.
And there's already a prototype.
Yeah, that's the important thing. They showed the prototype off.
We got before we got what, the silhouette?
Yes.
Yeah.
God, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks surprisingly nice. I'm very interested to see how it transforms, to see what distortion of space and time they've accomplished to, make it do that.
Yeah.
And
what's in its mouth?
And that's just whiskers.
Yeah, I think that's just supposed to be whiskers.
It's weird looking.
Uh-huh.
If you look at the two extra faces on the little clear plastic board, it's a little bit easier to make out as whiskers.
Yeah.
It's sort of sad though that I'm looking at this and I know I'll get it, but I'm already wanting the Tigertron remake.
Well, you will be getting that, Don. That will be coming out, guaranteed.
Probably. I think that's going to end up being something like going from tracks to road rage, where there's a fair amount of new parts to accomplish it that change the body structure more than just like the outer paneling.
Make it more tiger proportion than Cheetor.
Yeah, because Tigertron's got a bit more bulk on him than Cheetor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But still looks good. Can't wait.
Yeah, exactly. Very cool.
I just wonder how much it's going to cost, because Optimus Primal seems like deceptively expensive.
Yeah.
How much was Optimus Primal?
Yeah, the pre-orders were in the $100 neighborhood, I believe.
Yeah, I think about 12,000 yen is what I saw.
Okay.
Yeah, which for the size it looks to be is kind of high.
Yeah.
So we did mention this last week toward the end of the show. I
couldn't remember if that actually got in or not, so I just stuck it in here.
No,
again.
it's good. No, it's good. We have photos of Masterpiece Inferno. And, again, it didn't come in until well after the news was over. So a lot of people, I'm certain, probably just listen for the news and ignore all the Amazon pleading in between. But yeah, so it looks really nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
And it's based on the animation design. It's amazing, and I can't wait to get it.
So I've been misunderstanding all this time what the second grill piece is for. It's not a cartoon accuracy switch. It's a grill piece that has basically a shelf attached to it for the holding red alert pose.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you
wow.
serious?
I am. I think one of the
wow.
pictures in the set actually shows more clearly, like from a slightly different angle, you can see the clear parts projecting off of it that are supporting red alert's
Well,
weight.
here's the photo of he and Red Alert. That's amazing. Oh, and
Best accessory ever.
and the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I cannot wait to get this. And I will admit,
Do we have a release date on this one?
I don't believe so, no.
not soon enough.
Crap.
Yeah, I only have the KO Red Alert. Shame on me for only having that. I need to pick up the legitimate one so I can have it permanently posed with Inferno.
So what episode is it that he was holding Prowl?
Auto Berserk.
Yeah,
Okay.
great episode. Well, not really, but go back and watch it.
Like the only episode where Red Alert ever actually did anything.
He went
Of
crazy.
consequence.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's a season 2 episode, but watch it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, there's good stuff in season 2.
You
I
can hold your
mean,
nose.
Season
Yeah,
2 is the best season.
No, it's not.
no, Don, that's season 3, but there is good stuff in season 2 also. Bot.
I was going to say, like Wardon seems more like a season 3 episode with season 2 characters.
Yeah.
So,
Well, technically, it is a season 2 episode with season 3 character because the aerial bots were 86 toys.
okay, so let's see here. What do we got going on? Okay, so Inferno, Masterpiece Thrust. I don't remember if this came up last week.
I don't think we had this in time for when we were on live.
Yeah,
So
we talked about it after the show, but
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's nice.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
you will be
the-
quiet now because this is wonderful.
Okay, the wings, the big wings are attached to the legs.
Yes, it's going to cause some posing problems, but I mean that's
So-
the animation model. I mean his wings were attached to his legs.
And I agree with what Don said in the minicast. The head looks too short, and what I was saying, the face looks too big.
Yeah.
The proportions are just not right for a cone head. It's a problem with Ramjet too, but I finally figured out with this what was actually wrong with it.
So I
Looks nice in vehicle mode though.
Yeah, I was fiddling with Ramjet and a couple days ago, and I don't hate it.
And actually, I bet
Tokyo
Dirge
Toy Show
will
made
look
me
really
really,
nice.
really happy with all this stuff. So
Yeah,
I bet Dirge will look really nice.
I want
Yes.
Dirge. In fact, once I have Thrust and Dirge, at that I didn't even think about it, but at that point, I'll have a representation of all of the real Seekers. So, because I forgot I had that Starscream.
Yeah. It's as I mentioned on the minicast, I'm just worried about getting this Thrust and then going back and getting Ramjet and then getting Dirge when it's like Because you got to have all three to match up, and it's just
Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
yeah.
Wait till they get released in the U.S. in like 3 years.
And then when you get those three, you have to go back and make sure you have Starscream and Skywarp and Thundercracker.
My problem with
because they're all Seekers.
My problem with Skywarp is I have the original mold. I don't have the updated mold, so he's crap.
The updated mold is really expensive too.
Yeah, I know.
I know because I bought it.
Yeah, I came close, but I didn't. Okay, so let's see here. Unite Warriors, Lynx Master.
Matt, if you were a diecast, we'd be giving you so much shit about your buying habits.
But you're not.
Well,
so we're not.
Hey, I tell you what, the way my pre-orders are looking for this month, I'm feeling like a diecast level of financial irresponsibility here. So
Yeah.
I think the only thing I have coming in on pre-order this month is Unite Warriors Bruticus, and that's plenty.
Yeah,
well, I was doing okay, but over the past couple months, stuff just keeps getting delayed, and it's all piled up into June now.
Well, that happened last year, Matt, because a lot of stuff you and I had was supposed to hit June, July, August, and it kept getting pushed back to like November and December when all the fourth quarter stuff was hitting. We were in the same boat then too.
Yeah, but I wasn't moving into a new house last June.
That's ridiculous. Okay, so I just pre-ordered something on Big Bad Toy Store. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so
I signed up for Netflix, so.
What was it? Masterpiece Thrust, Kilby?
No, I already had that pre-ordered. It's a Mezco 112 Classic Superman, which I don't need.
Oh, okay.
No, but
everybody should own one 112 figure at least. And one day I will too.
You need to get Space Ghost. Space Ghost.
I don't care about Space Ghost, Don.
I might get a Spock or a Sulu. I'm not sure.
Heresy. Jeez, don't like Space Ghost.
Yeah, I don't really care about Space Ghost either.
Now, granted, I will be selling that evil space monkey he comes with because that thing's just going to give me nightmares.
Stupid monkey.
Yeah, actually, no, I don't have. I do not have Thrust pre-ordered. I need to fix that. Okay, so let's see here. Speaking of things I have pre-ordered, here is Unite Warriors Lynx Master.
You pre-ordered that?
Yep, I sure did.
Why?
Ratchet.
Probably for the same reason I did. Compulsion.
For Ratchet.
I have never seen a set that is so easy for me to pass up than this.
Convoy Grand Prime.
That's yeah. Okay.
I have that too.
Well, a lot of people, I mean, this is a good option because it's not like Skylynx is easy to get in the U.S. right now. So
that's true, but it will be in a few months when it hits Ross.
Yeah, then you have
true.
to hit Ross.
But
and
you know, well, it's like we said on the mini cast. I just don't care about Skylynx that much. I mean,
I'm not hanging up on you, Don, because I'm tired of that joke. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, I'm saying is I am going to get the mold, but I do want it as Lyle Kaiser. I think it's at least a more interesting use of the mold.
I want Lyle Kaiser as well.
Skylynx is entertaining. Yeah. Skylynx is entertaining as a character concept. I don't need to buy a Takara box set to satisfy that, though.
I already have it. I just want another one.
The Wheeljack paint looks a little bit better on this version, too.
But they left all the red off.
and the vehicle mode looks a lot. The vehicle mode looks a lot more bare too, which is not
because
exactly
they left
the best
all the red off. They fixed the green and put no red on it.
Yeah,
I am confused.
Oh, and if nothing else, if the Ratchet mold is not a major reason, and you'd rather have a different limb on there, you can probably flip the Ratchet for a decent amount of money to pay for the set.
But if you don't want the Ratchet, why are you buying the set in the first place?
Yeah,
there's that too.
Because it's still cheaper to get a Skylynx off of tfradio.net/Amazon from a third-party seller than it is to buy this set and then try to sell the Ratchet off.
Bless you.
I was going to say, don't fight the Dononomics.
Yeah.
well, I'm just saying people may want the different paint job or the better looking wheeljack or what. I'm just saying, it all depends what you're looking for in the set.
I am really surprised. I am really surprised at the colors on Hound. I figured they would have gone for like a lighter green and more animation accurate color, but this is still pretty comparable to what we got from Hasbro.
Hey, John, how close is this to the bot Ratchet that you painted?
Give it a minute.
John takes a second.
He's thinking.
He's in Texas. Okay, John's not there.
We talked about this some on the minicast, though. So for the answer to Diecast question, go listen to the most recent RFC minicast.
Yes. Indeed.
No, I mean, like, the deco isn't really that similar. And this also has the benefit of you didn't have to paint it yourself, so it probably looks good.
Yeah. I hate to bring this up, but for Skyrain's torso, is his dinosaur head supposed to be at that spot?
It's a tail, yeah.
It's supposed to be, but you can turn it around.
Okay, because that's just really annoying.
I actually turn it around and pull it up over his back and
okay.
Because that just sort of, it's just really just like ruins the silhouette of the figure.
I don't really mind it being there as a tail because, like, it's got the Lynx head anyway for the combiner head, so it kind of makes sense to be a little bit more animalistic detailed. But yeah, I can kind of see how you'd not necessarily be on board with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so next item. So I didn't see this. I heard about the Legends Super Ginrai that was discussed, but I didn't realize an image was leaked.
There's one at every show.
Yeah. So tell me about this. So it does look different, but
Yes, it is. It is different. The forearms are remolded. The feet are different. Some people are saying like the legs themselves might be different, but all the details still look the same to me. So I'm not sure that's really the case. The chest plate and the super robot mode is restyled, and I can't really make the details out myself, but between this and a sketch that Hisashi Yuki tweeted, people are saying it looks like they've sculpted like specifically the Power Master details onto that chest plate. And then of course the cab, the opening door panels on that make the front up have also been restyled to look more like a normal Optimus Prime cab. But I don't think they changed anything beyond that for that cab section because the side panels still look the same to me.
Yeah.
I put together side-by-side images for the TFormers article.
Oh, okay, let me pull that up then.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to get both of these.
Yep.
I'm skipping the Hasbro one and just going for Super Ginrai at this point.
I'm probably going to do the Hasbro one because I can afford it. Also,
Fair enough.
You know this is going to cost a fair bit more, and it's going to bug me that they went to all this trouble and did not actually make a cab that turned into a separate robot. Or, there may be molded in Power Master details, but not an actual Power Master. So at that point, I may as well go for the one that I can afford.
Yeah, I get you on that. I kind of like the details they've redone on this, though, over the Hasbro one, and I'm in the camp of I don't exactly like the shade of gray on the Hasbro Power Master Optimus, and this probably will be a bit more of a cool gray.
So one thing I noticed, I don't know if you mentioned it, but with the Hasbro version, he has two different guns, and it looks like the Unite Warriors version, or the Legends version, has matching guns like the original toy had.
Yes, but there's an important distinction there. I'm pretty sure they've traded in the hinged finger hands that the Hasbro version has, and it actually has 5mm posts now, so it can actually hold its guns.
Interesting.
Now that is tempting.
And going back to what you said, Rob, about the cab and transforming into a robot, with the size of that leader class toy, if that cab was transforming, it would make a very small robot.
Yeah.
It would, but I'd still want it to.
And I mean, they could like do some robot origami stuff and get a decent sized little robot out of that if they had it unfold the right way. But at that point, it's going to be so.
It would not look right as an Optimus Prime / Ginrai next to.
Well,
anything
neither
else
did
in
the
line.
cab robot in the original Power Master Optimus. But at the same time, it would be so complex then that whatever inflated price, probably about 8,000 yen, this is going to be. It would get pushed farther because there's so much more moving parts and engineering going into it.
So
Yeah.
I'm a little sad that there's not like more of a God Bomber sort of.
Oh, that's probably coming later.
I mean,
Yeah, look at the connection points on the forearms.
Yeah, that's true. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, that
Plus-
makes sense.
Plus,
And
heavily
it was one of the rumors that there was also going to be something like an Apex bomber for the Hasbro market too. So,
But like he already has that sort of weird armorish sort of chest in anyway, so it almost seems like it's redundant, but
wouldn't be the first time, I don't think.
okay. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Don, you were saying something before I jumped in?
Hasn't a third party already announced a
Yes.
God Bomber add-on kit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
for-
perfect effect, I think. Of course, that doesn't turn into a robot. Any official one probably will have its robot mode.
Let's see here. So we have photos from the Takara Tomy display. With
This is mostly notable for Computron, which is in the start of the gallery.
So, do we have any new detail that we didn't already have from this?
Actually, yeah, the the colors on the Unite Warriors Technobots are a little bit more varied than the original stock photo showed.
This looks so
af-
good.
Afterburner is like noticeably orangish instead of just being red like everybody else.
That makes me sad.
Why?
I really wanted that red Afterburner.
I mean, it's not like it's not like it's safety orange, but it's not like a homogeneous red with everybody else. Lightspeed's a little bit darker than Scattershot, so I mean, it's the colors are spread out a little bit, and actually seeing all this stuff executed in actual like production deco and plastics, it looks so good.
It
Yeah,
looks phenomenal.
Regardless of Afterburner's toned down colors, this is still probably going to be my favorite toy all year.
Yeah, when is this coming out? Oops, when is this coming out now?
September.
August?
Oh yeah,
Or
end of
something.
August. September is the Hasbro one, which is up next.
Ah, sweet. Cannot wait. There will be. I don't know how I'm going to display them. I've got to figure that out.
Dueling Banjos.
Possibly.
Yeah, because I'm on the fence on. I was talking to Paladin about this yesterday. I am really on the fence between these two because they're both different enough to really want both. I don't need both, but
Yeah, the only thing really appealing to me about the Hasbro one is the alternate take on Strafe.
And now that we've seen like actual colored samples of both, I mean the colors are so different on these that it's like two completely different toys.
yeah.
I'd made the point posting to I think Allspark, like if the Hasbro Computron limbs were available to buy separately, I would just get them gradually and basically turn that with the Scattershot I already have into like Betatron as its own thing, not a alternate Computron. Because they're so different from the Takara ones, it'd be really easy to just repurpose them as new characters.
Yeah.
But man, that Takara one, like, I can look at both of these, and that Takara one is just the one that grabs me immediately.
And that's why I wanted that red Afterburner, because I wanted a red one and an orange one.
This is still, fairly to the red side of orange, so if I mean, the next thing in the show notes is the Hasbro Computron.
Which I
You can
just
see
showed.
they're very distinct color-wise still.
Yeah, like when the Unite Warriors and the Hasbro Combiner Wars versions were being debated on the internet as to which is better, I'm like, hey, look, guys, you can have either one
Or both.
or both. And but now that I see like really nice new color photos, I mean, the car one looks so good.
It looks like Computron.
There's no reason to hate the Hasbro version.
I don't hate the Hasbro version.
And it has rocker feet, so it
And it has scrounge. That's important to some people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Scrounge, I like.
That's important to
get
me.
Set for Scrounge.
I think besides the fact that I like the Rook mold more than I like the Brawl mold, having gotten to handle it at BotCon, I think my big regret over probably, ending up getting the Hasbro version over the Takara one is all the new weapons, because they're because it looks like Computron, Takara Computron has a bunch of new weapons for everybody, and it looks like they all combine.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
It does.
Plus, the Takara one has that big removable drill off of nose cone that is a 5mm port, and you can plug it into the combiner fist port.
Mm-hmm.
But the Hasbro one has the new hands and feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just having handled Victorion with those rocker feet, I'm not really impressed by the execution of that, to be completely honest.
I'm actually okay with them. I think they work pretty well.
I think they might. I think the Silverbolt mold's hips probably will allow the rocker feet to do a little bit better. I think I seem to recall they had a slightly better range than Hotspots did.
Yeah,
So,
they should, since they have to be arms also. I
Yeah.
mean, that very well may be, but my problem is also one of aesthetics, which is just the legs are so separated from the feet because of that hinge joint that has to be in there.
Okay.
It doesn't look good to me either.
We have so much news. Let's go ahead and jump ahead to the next item. G2 Bruticus out of box images. So this thing is showing up now in Canada at retail.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered it already through Big Bad. I cannot wait to get my hands on it.
I can.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it, but I don't feel the need to like rush and get one the moment it comes out, like I did with the first couple of them, because it's gonna be there forever. Judging by Superion, Venusaur, and Victorion, it's not going to be hard to get after it comes out.
So I forgot how much I really liked Combiner Wars Bruticus. Of course, I just moved and I've started putting toys out now on shelves. And I pulled Bruticus out of the box. I'm like, wow, this is really, really nice. I can't wait to get this again 3 or 4 more times in different decos.
Yeah.
So this looks really nice. And
But where are the G2 Decepticon symbols, man?
Yeah.
And see, that's one of the things, like, I don't need to prioritize this because it's not even really exactly right.
I can live with it. That's the most
I'll live with it eventually, ideally when it's a little bit cheaper
because
also.
I can live with it.
And I did ask about that at BotCon,
I can
too.
live with it.
I did ask about that at BotCon, too, and apparently it was just a production oversight.
Yeah. Okay, so this was all over my Facebook feed last week. It's like people have approached me at work about this news item. Transformers the movie on Blu-ray 30th anniversary edition.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I've already got it on Blu-ray. So it won't be this master. It's being remastered.
But you can buy this one through tfradio.net/Amazon.
Yeah, that's
Brian.
true. You can buy the other one from tfradio.net/Amazon, actually.
And boy, it certainly seems like we were asked about this a few weeks ago.
Yeah, this is true.
Do you know who did the art on the cover?
Yeah,
Livio Ramondelli.
Okay. I was just curious if anyone else knew. I'd noticed his tweet.
and it looks good.
Yeah.
It does.
Livio Ramondelli does very good when he's doing like pinup stuff, one-off art pieces. He can like really focus down and get some really nice looking stuff out.
But it's funny how all these news outlets that are fairly serious geek news outlets were talking like, "Hey, the Transformers movie you like out on Blu-ray." I think what I'm going to do as a science experiment, I'm going to start letting my nephew watch seasons 1 and season 2, and like really build it up for him and tell him how great it is and and make sure that he loves all the characters. And then we'll sit down and watch this. I really want to see what happens.
I did that with my nephew, actually.
That is awesome.
How did it turn out, that?
Well, that didn't scar him amazingly. I mean,
Now, when you say it with that emphasis, it sounds like something else did. Is there what happened?
So it's saying it's been remastered from the original 35mm elements. So it's coming from the negative, which it should be, or from a actual physical reel. Or is there a negative for animation? I'm assuming there's a negative.
There should be a negative for anything that's put onto film.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, what does Fort Mac say about this? Because he's kind of into this. Has he said anything about it as far as?
I don't think we've talked about it actually.
Okay, because he's the one who would know how it should go or what he hopes the best possible outcome could be.
But the best possible outcome is to have the negative and master it from that, which is the reason they can't redo the Star Wars trilogy, is because the negatives were destroyed. So the ideal circumstance is to take the original negative and then work from there. Sometimes they'll actually have to take a film, a version from film, and work from that, which is not as good. Yeah.
And I did just check tfradio.net/Amazon, and it is available for pre-order right now. It's currently $29.93 for the Blu-ray.
Okay, good. Thank you for checking that. I'll go pull it down and grab a copy.
And I do want to point out before we move on that earlier in the year, people were a little bit concerned that they had not announced this yet, that it might not be happening, and we were all pretty sure it would. And yeah,
I'm kind of interesting to see what they have on here as extras, because I hope it's not just for that price. I hope it's got some extras on it, because it's
a Michael Bay commentary track.
It'll have
now, hopefully it's a Chris McFeely commentary track. That would be cool.
A Flint Dilly would be actually pretty cool. He's an interesting guy. Let's see here. Actually, let me go ahead and make an Amazon link for that while I'm thinking about it.
Oh yeah, good job.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so that's coming out. What else do we have? So Machine Robo.
Yes.
So we have new Machine Robo figures coming out. Let's see here. So Cement Robo, or that was
Blockhead.
I wouldn't say Hardhead. Looks really nice.
It's Mixmaster.
No, it's not.
No, it's Windcharger.
It's Windcharger.
Yeah. So Don, are you as excited about that as I am?
I am now, because I haven't bought the first wave yet because I had some other stuff going on, but seeing the second wave, oh yeah, these are all must gets. But it makes me sad. I can only imagine what a Tux would look like, and we're not going to be getting a Tux.
Yeah, probably not. Okay, so tfradio.net/TFTM. Sorry, I was doing that instead of showing the stuff. So let's see here. So the next is Blackbird Robo. Snoop. Yeah.
Snoop, yeah.
This one I like just for the vehicle mode.
Yeah. And as I mentioned in pre-show, Snoop is a female GoBot, which is something GoBots did a lot better as far as introducing female characters, because it took up until the movie to get any female characters other than season 2, and there was 4 or 5 female GoBots in the very first season of the cartoon. So
yes, not just female characters, but female characters you could actually buy.
Yeah,
exactly.
Turbo, very excited about Turbo. So
Turbo looks good.
Yeah.
Seeing Turbo and hoping we get a Crasher, I still hope someone does like little clip-on energy blasts that just sort of clips on the fists, and
yeah, that would be great. And Space Robo, or a Spacey in the U.S.
Yay! I had this as a kid, and I didn't even realize. I thought
all of us had Spacey. I think everybody had Spacey as a kid.
I had
in one form or another.
I had a legit Spacey, KO Spacey. Yeah.
I had the Wendy's Spacey.
Now here's something.
I actually didn't have one.
Oh, sorry.
How would you like to see this company do the Super GoBots? I bet that would be really, really great looking figures from some of the Super, if they could do it.
Why couldn't they? What's the reasoning behind that?
Oh, just I'm saying, as good as these small figures look, imagine if they could tackle some of the larger figures that were the Super GoBots, like that came out towards the end, like Throttle, Spy Eye.
Oh, okay.
Some of the ones that were not as widely released, but in a larger, say a deluxe or a say maybe like an ultra scale instead of a Voyager scale. Some of these in the larger format can be really interesting.
I want them all in this format. I want them all in this size. Like, even if it was like a Super GoBot that didn't get like a regular GoBot version. Okay, let's see here. Lots of news. We're almost an hour in already. Still in official news. Let's
That's okay. We barely have any third-party news.
Yeah. Okay. So Machine Robo. So Till All Are One #1 review. Rob, you reviewed this. What did you think?
It's great. I really enjoyed it. We've got Margaret Scott back from Windblade writing, Sarah Petra Durocher from Commander Hunters, and a couple issues of the Transformers. It's the main artist. Priscilla Tramontano is coloring. It looks great. It's very much in the spirit of the arc of the robot politics arc of formerly Robots in Disguise. So it is definitely worth checking out. It's really good.
Cool.
The writing style is a lot like a blend between the first 2 volumes of Windblade also, so if either of those by themselves was a little bit too far to one direction for you, you'll probably find a bit more of a middle ground in this.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. And also, there's the alternate cover from our friends at Transmissions available. And there's a link from their website, transmissionspodcast.com, on how to get that.
Yes, we seem to be some of the only people who remembered to mention that.
Yeah, I saw that some of the guys were like, "Hey, why is nobody mentioning this?"
I did.
Yeah. Let's see here. Transformers 5 news. So, shooting is continuing in Phoenix. That's nice. Barricade is coming back. I think we questioned that last week. And a new vehicle was shown filming, and we think it may be Wreck-Gar. I'm looking at the photo now. Oh,
well, it's a thing with junk piled on it, so
it's a safe bet.
And they're saying some of those pieces are from Jetfire.
Really?
Well, I mean, like, there's a jet engine on there. It's not necessarily the same thing.
God, what a terrible movie that was. Okay, so moving along. Let's see here. Car photos pile up. New characters potentially.
From what I've heard, they're starting to crack down on people getting close enough to take pictures.
Yeah.
So this is probably going to be the last week of this, at least from this location.
So what new popped up?
Well, there's some kind of Decepticon utility truck, but that's about all we know at the moment.
Like a big tow truck, isn't it?
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, there's like a pickup here. I mean,
I'm still more interested in the Volkswagen bus.
Yeah, the Volkswagen bus, definitely.
Which is a Decepticon, which I don't think we knew before this week.
Yeah, well, last time I said, isn't that a Decepticon symbol on the front? And they're like, no, someone said that's a VW symbol on the front.
Yeah, and you said that was basically the same thing anyway. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, shape-wise, it pretty much is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Diecast was right. It definitely is Decepticon symbol.
Yeah.
So sorry, Diecast, you were right all along.
Don't let it go to your head.
Yeah.
But yeah, and potential spoilers about the movie.
Yeah, somebody's report on supposedly what's going to happen.
Do we care?
No.
No, it's probably not going to be accurate anyway.
Look, I pile this stuff in there just because, you know, we need the opportunity to either talk or not.
Hey, SEO. Hey, whenever a new movie comes out, traffic spikes. Actually, it didn't for the last one, funny enough.
And it probably won't for this one either.
Yeah. 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 Okay, so moving along. Hey, thank you, Amazon. You can go to tfradio.net/Amazon and do all of your Amazon shopping. Diecast got his dash button for Red Bull. How are you feeling right now? Are you jacked up on Red Bull?
Actually, it comes tomorrow, so.
Oh.
I got the button and then I had to press the button and then it was.
You know, you would think if you order one of those, the person packing it could just press the button for you to get you set up with your first one.
Yeah.
So that it would arrive at the same time.
Just add some Red Bull to your order since you're obviously, gonna want Red Bull at some point.
Well,
Right.
thing is with the setup, if they have like the no sugar Red Bull or the larger cans, you actually get to choose which one you want them to send you when you do the initial setup. So even if you're doing like toilet paper and it's Charmin toilet paper, there could be
Sizes.
kinds and sizes and all that.
Single ply, double ply, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you set up the one that you want, and that way when you press the button, that's the one it's going to send you.
Pretty cool. Again, if
First, then if I ever were to visit Diecast's house, I would find that damn thing and just jam away on it.
You press it once and it queues up one order. You can't do another order until the other returns. To keep a kid from
that's
pressing the button
stupid.
over and over again.
No, that's stupid.
No, it's not.
But actually, they give you the $4.99 that you pay for the button. The first time you order, they give you a $4.99 discount on it, so you actually don't pay anything for.
I need to check and see what dash buttons are there that I could use.
Okay, dumb question. What's the difference in having the dash button instead of just going to the website and ordering what you want anyway?
So, Don, say you're doing laundry and you have, you realize you're running low on fabric softener, and you have the button there. You press it so you don't forget it, and it just orders it for you, so you don't have to worry about going to the computer while you're doing this. It's a test on Amazon's part to see if this stuff works. They're trying to present their product in different ways, and this is
okay.
If it works, it works. I mean, it's the reason he's paying $5 for it. They're giving him the $5 back.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just trying to see if this is a viable.
It's proof
option.
of concept.
Yeah, pretty much.
It also
Okay.
helps people shop at Amazon because, as opposed to, oh, I need toilet paper. Oh, I'm in the store. Maybe I'll pick it up here. As opposed to, oh, I need toilet paper. Press a button. It'll be here in a day or two.
Yeah, like I could, like a lot of the stuff I could get. I'm assuming I can get same day, so it just is delivered.
Kilby.
Yeah.
I can't see you because your video doesn't come into the Skype call. Do you have your pop filter on?
I have a windscreen on.
Because your peas are popping pretty bad.
My peas are popping. Peter Piper.
Pretty bad.
Pickle peppers. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But pre-order, TFTM, Transformers the Movie at tfradio.net/TFTM. Yeah, I don't use a pop filter for this microphone. That's really something that I would use like more on a condenser or something. So, live stream down according to Ender in the chat. Uh-oh. We'll figure it out.
Well, it's still being recorded.
Yeah, still being recorded. Let's see. Victorion's about $86 right now, so check that out. tfradio.net/Amazon. We thank you very much. Third-party news. Iron Factory IF EX17 Double Edge Blade, which is Legend Scale, unofficial Drift. Prototype pictures.
It's actually a 2-pack of Drift and Deadlock, which is kind of weird since they're the same character.
Or do we have color? We don't have color photos of this.
No, it's just great prototypes at this point.
I don't get this.
Well, you probably won't get it.
Yeah, exactly. These toys are really nice. These and the DX9 War in Pocket are like honestly probably the best thing ever.
Yeah, no, these two companies do really good making stuff at this scale.
Yeah, very nice. Can't wait to get my hands on its Are we getting a who is it that's coming out? Scorponok?
Yeah, from Iron Factory.
Oh yeah, I have that pre-ordered. It looks amazing.
Same. That got pushed back to Q3 recently, so we'll still be waiting a little bit.
So, Generation Toy, Jazz, Masterpiece style, unofficial Jazz, new photos. So, how is this different than the photos we had before?
Well, these are in color, and you can see it next to Reveal the Shield Jazz to see just how similarly designed they are and how similar in size.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Need another Reveal the Shield Jazz, and yeah, that size is not right.
Wow, that is a very what's the point comparison photograph there.
Now, let me ask a question because I'm a little bumfuzzled here.
We are.
Huh?
We all are.
Yeah. Now, the Hova Jazz that we saw some time ago,
Never came yet.
it never came out, correct?
Right.
Okay. So this is not that revamped and retooled in some fashion. We've got two Jazzes completely from different people. That's not the other Jazz that we saw, right?
Evidently, yes.
Okay, all right. Because
That first one seems to have evaporated for the time being.
Which is separate from the Toy World one that we have photos of now.
Yeah, because I kind of looking at that Hova one that we saw months ago. I kind of like that one.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, that one wasn't bad. I think that showed promise.
I also can't find a picture, Brian, so you can see it.
I don't know that I need the new one from Toy World either, honestly.
At least it doesn't look like a lift from Generations.
Yeah, I'm certain this will look better once we have a higher resolution color
And
photo.
color, yeah.
Because Toy World typically makes good stuff.
Well, they also are making that Springer we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Oh, this is true.
And they made Sorter.
Yeah.
Well, now I'll be honest. I've watched some reviews on Sorter, and I am very close to getting that.
Sorter's
to be
okay
honest.
in 2 modes.
Yeah.
It's just that the 3rd mode is literally a butt.
Yeah.
Which one's Sorter?
Sandstorm.
Sandstorm.
Yeah.
I thought that was Unique Toys that did Sandstorm.
It is.
This is Toy World.
This is Toy World.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
They
Whatever.
run together.
Yeah.
They
It's,
do.
it's-
They do.
and here's a picture of Hova that as far as we know never came out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was nice. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I mean, and
that group, yeah.
yeah, because that's the one that had the supposedly the grappling hook attachment that you could put on his arm, like from the opening from TFT, More Than Meets the Eye Part 2. So
the problem is it's
Versus a salad-based sandwich.
probably
What about roast beef?
ham.
What about roast beef?
Ew.
That's on
yeah.
another point.
Beef.
That's on another line.
I'm thinking.
beef.
I'm sorry. I'm behind. I'm still thinking the Velveeta sandwich.
So you put ham number 1, Don?
Well, I mean, it depends on my mood. I mean, sometimes I like PB and J. Sometimes I like a cheese sandwich with with Miracle Whip. Sometimes I like, a ham sandwich or a turkey sandwich or a pimento cheese sandwich. Depends on my mood.
Don's
Okay,
Velveeta
overall,
sandwich
best
with
cheese
Miracle.
for sandwich.
No, but Don's Velveeta sandwich with Miracle Whip on white bread is literally not even food.
Yeah, that's like an abortion. that is a war crime on food. Hey, Don. Okay, Don. Overall, best cheese for sandwiches.
Yeah, we're back.
Velveeta.
That's
Okay,
not
so-
cheese. That's like an oil slick molded into a orange brick.
Hey, John, have you ever considered doing like a quick podcast periodically that's just you issuing random hypotheticals?
Sure.
So basically,
in itself-
it'd be like John's Mad Lib podcast.
Something like that, yeah. Or
Maybe,
yeah, I mean, just like a question and answer thing like that of just like weird random questions that don't really have any meaning.
Nah, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
okay, so we're back. So we had a slight crash. Don, complete your thought. I bet he
Okay,
can't.
I'm just saying, this third party Hova that we saw some time ago, that's apparently not coming out or we haven't heard anything. But of all the third party jazzes I've seen, this one to me looks the best. Even though what they have is like what Chris said, it's a Photoshop and not an actual product. But to me, it looks like a good version of Jazz, and the other ones we've seen so far just aren't getting it.
I mean, the Toy World one hits it for me a little bit better than J4ZZ.
Actually,
Um,
out of all 3 of them, it's all around the ankle area and the lower leg where all the designs just kind of fall apart for me. It's like none of them have really figured out how to do it right.
Yeah, I
can
actually
see it.
I really like that Jehovah one that Don was talking about. Once he showed me the photos.
But
No,
even that one has the ankle problem.
Yeah.
But at least it's different enough that it adds a little bit of personality without being like a big, huge clodhopper foot that they couldn't do anything with a
Yeah,
kibble.
except like I think if you're trying to like make a masterpiece based on a Diaclone design, you need that big, thick boot of quarter panel on each ankle. Otherwise, you're not getting the silhouette right.
Yeah. Okay, hey Don. So people on social media are loving your Zordon photo.
Oh, good. Yay.
Shouldn't you be congratulating me on that?
Chris, people on Facebook are loving your Zordon photo.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see here. Is that it for the third-party news? It is. Hey, Rob, what's going on TFormers this week?
Okay, well, in addition to Tillall, our number one, the Transformers number 54 came out this week, and XV reviewed that. I read it too. It seemed like a pretty decent issue, all in all.
So how's things going with Optimus right now?
They got
Well,
better suddenly, but that's, I will not go into details because it's just out today, so read it if you want to find out how. Also, Priscilla Trauma and Tom shared an unused cover issue for More Than Meets the Eye number 52. And it's a nice little image. I like it. I mean,
Ravage reminds me of what Massey would look like in that same situation. He just wants
Yeah,
to kill
Ravage is
people.
honestly the thing I like. That's the thing I like the most about this cover, honestly.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. Also, we've got some look at the packages for the Legend Series Titans Return / Headmasters toys from Tokyo Toy Show. And, of course, we've got the first video reviews of Titans Return Deluxe Wave 1, which I believe came out of China.
Oh, neat. Okay.
So,
Wait, it came out?
the reviews did.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you
They're
said
produced in China.
yours
Yeah.
was...
Actually, they're produced in Vietnam.
Ah, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
That changed. I forgot.
yeah, some pre-orders went up for everything this week, saying July and mid-August, and I am screaming internally.
Well, aren't we all?
Yeah.
I have to say, looking at Galvatron in package, that doesn't look right. Because it look like he'd be more impressive in robot mode. Because that just... He doesn't look right like that.
I like the variants in how they're packaged, though, because, like, Hardhead is packaged with his Titan Master in head mode to clearly demonstrate the gimmick. Meanwhile, Galvatron's is capitalizing on the Headmaster looking like Megatron, so they're showing it in its little robot mode.
Yeah.
And on the Legends packaging, it actually calls it Headmaster.
Headmaster, yeah.
Yes.
Neat. Awesome. Love that. Okay, so on the network this week, I'm remembering to do this. So we had Get the Skinny, which this episode 44, which is a Warriors of a podcast. This week, John and I talk about the Warriors, my in-hand thoughts about the Ecto Cooler, my most favorite cookbook ever, which is called Muscle Chow. It's awesome. You can get it at tfradio.net/muscle. And more. It's a fun episode. Check that out. Being Awesome with Rob Springer. Q&A, questions and awesomeness. And Rob talks about wrestling. So next week, he's actually going to break news on the core. He has like a contact within the company that produces the core.
Nice.
And he is going to break news. It's pretty awesome.
All right.
Yeah. Also, the RFC minicast. We have Tokyo Toy Fair news, and I'm going to be posting the third-party minicast this weekend that we recorded before this one. But because of breaking news, I opted to do this one first. Sweet. Okay. Guys, let's see here. Anything else? You can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/TFRadio, on Twitter at TFRadio, and we're elsewhere on the internet. I think we are TF Podcast on Instagram, and I swear I'm going to start posting to that.
No, you're not.
I actually, that's connected to my Facebook, I think, so I accidentally post my own personal photos to it. So technically I am using it. So, let's see here. I'm personally at BKLB on Twitter. Chris is at ChrisRTXV. Matt's not on the internet. Don.
I guess I gotta make my Twitter account private again.
You should.
I can be reached on Twitter at Zor.no. I can be reached at HMRC, the number 4 EVR.
Very cool.
Or just mention Visionaries, and I'm sure I'll see it come across my feed at some point.
Magically he'll show up. Diecast.
I'm at Diecast2 on Twitter.
And at RFC Reviews on YouTube.
Yes.
Sweet. Rob?
I am at RAC2750 and at Flailthroughs.
Very nice. And John, you there?
Yeah, always there at that John D.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, long show this week, guys. Minus the crash.
A little bit.
Yeah, sweet. So, for the guys, I've been Brian Kilby. We will see you next week. Have a good one.
All right, Chris, I got a question.